I'm giving everything it's got on the throttle. My knees are chattering together. It's hard to describe the adrenaline it gets you.
I don't ride as often as I used to, but whenever I jump in, there's always something different and unexpected.
So every day is different, and that's my favorite thing. There's always new adventures. I absolutely love it.
There's no magic word to explain, what it's like in a monster truck. I would still do this if there was one person in the grandstands. I'd still have a blast driving. We are in Port Orchard, Washington at the Monster Garage. My name is Bill Payne. I am the creator of Straight Up Racing. I'm kind of like the original OG. The guys call me Dad. Some of them call me Boss. There's some other names in there that they call me some days too. This is our shop. We built everything that you see around us. Sometimes it's just to repair the trucks. Sometimes it's just to hang out.
It's just yanking the front tires off the ground.
The Malicious Monster Truck Tour is the brand name of what we do. So whether it's the advertising, whether it's the production of it, all of the monster trucks, the ride trucks, the Megasaurus, we try to make Malicious Monster Truck Tour as the brand that way you know that it is our group that's coming in, what you're going to get, the style of show you're going to have. We travel all over the country. We've gone to Turkey, a lot of Canada, some of Mexico, Russia. We've been Latvia. Producing shows is what we do. What is inside of a monster truck? We try to keep them very simple. It's not like a car. We don't have cup holders. We don't have stereo systems and speakers and your cell phone holders. It is based around safety. So we start with a seat that is built for the driver. They're a solid aluminum seat that makes you solid in the truck and it makes the suspension do the work. So that keeps the driver in control. Now we know that you have control of the shifter, you have control of the steering wheel, the brake pedal, and throttle pedal. Other than that, we have a couple of ignition switches. Turn on your water pumps, turn on your fans, and after that, it's just go time.
When Bill gets a crazy idea, you never really quite know where it's going to go. I don't even know how he can get these ideas, and sometimes he'll wake me up in the middle of the night, say I just had an idea, and I'm not ready to talk about anything in the middle of the night. If I'm sleeping, leave me alone and we'll talk about it in the morning.
Most of my process has been started with a napkin. I mean, there's been times where it was like the back of a hotel pamphlet where I get an idea and I start sketching, and I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll try to draw it, and I'll do it with crayons and permanent markers. I can see the finished product before it's even started.
We'll get up in the morning, and if the first words out of his mouth are, "I had a dream," it can be anything from just a crazy build that doesn't even have to do with monster trucks, or just an idea for another monster truck or a different chassis. He has it already mapped out by the time he wakes up.
With the chassis designs, when I first started, we just put a bar stool with a fake motor and a seat sitting on a tote, and then we started putting bars around that. I needed to have an engine and I needed to have the seat. Everything else kind of got built around it. So we started with 1x4s, screwing them together to see how this shape was going to work, and okay, where I can build the cradle, and then we started building it out of wood, and it was like, I think this is going to work. So then we started building a little bit of sheet metal, and once we started getting some drive lines tacked in, and then it's taken apart and we build the real thing. I'd love to tell you that from day one I was a master at this, but there's been plenty of times where we got halfway through building a truck and it ended up in the scrap pile because we realized that it's not going to work. 8 monster trucks, and all of them look a little bit different. With monster trucks, it can be a very expensive sport. Monster trucks are destroyed weekly. I refer to a monster truck as a wrecking machine, because no matter what plans you think you might have, the monster trucks are going to wreck them. So how we have been able to maintain having everything and be able to still pay our bills is we built everything ourselves. We had to learn how to do fiberglass. We learned how to build the molds, how to properly, do the releasing agent, self-taught how to weld. Everything was self-taught here.
Straight Up Racing is always trying to innovate, always trying to keep going, keep improving, and that just leads to building bigger, crazier monster trucks, bigger, crazier shows. It's always trying to improve and be better than last year.
The Kitsap County Show. To me, it's my most important show. We have bigger events that we do that are, higher standings, higher money, higher points, more crowd, but none of them are as important as Kitsap County. It's stressful, it's exciting, all in one, because it's your friends and your family that are there. It's the people that have helped us out for 20 years to build what it is. Totally different atmosphere when you're doing it for your friends and family. The setup for a show, there's front of house, there's back of house. We kind of split it up into two things. So front of house, we have to set up ticket booths, get all of your crowd control fencing, your signage. Then you have your merchandise, you have your food concessions, you have things like that. Back of house is doing all of the dirt work of the arena, watering, doing all of the crowd safety, setting up the sound system, doing the bunting, the sponsor banners. It takes the full week, but it is a crew of 6 guys that does everything. My wife and I and our guys that do every part of what you see at that show to the time that it is all done and the lights turn off is done by these 6 guys. So Rockstar is a 2-seat truck, and my wife, she rides with me.
Riding in the same truck with Bill it's always an adventure.
I am trying to be as sweet as I can to my truck. I'm like, I know, baby, I'm gonna beat the hell out of you. Please, take care of me. I'll take care of you. Last thing I want is to drive out there and something silly happen to the truck and it break, and then I can't perform.
And the first few times that I started riding with him, I was terrified because I couldn't believe everything that was coming up.
You start getting that where your lip quivers a little bit. You get the butterflies, because you're cheering yourself on.
The butterflies are gone pretty much right when the truck starts and we take off. That's when the butterflies go away.
There's so much emotions that goes into a hometown thing.
When I get out of the truck after a run, it is relief. You hear all the fans going crazy and cheering. As entertainers, you know that we did our job.
From my vantage point, I get to see the crowd right there and seeing families just in awe. You'll see the 3-year-old and the 12-year-old just as happy. Everyone there, no matter who they are, they're having fun. When you see thousands of people all over and they all have smiles. It's a really cool feeling to be able to know you were a part of making that happen. There's not much else that can compare to that.
And then after the show, when you're still signing autographs and you're thanking everybody that leaves, when you have the fans involved with it, it just creates so many more emotions. That's what it is.
People can learn more about our shows and our team by going online to straightupracing.com.
There's pictures, there's bios on the drivers, there's builds, there's videos of the trucks, plenty of information about Straight Up Racing.